3 sleepover horror stories to new friends. The chill of autumn settled over the small college town as 3 newfound friends, Emily, Sarah, and Lily, embarked on their first sleepover. They had met just a week ago, all freshmen eager to forge bonds in this new chapter of their lives. Little did they know, their night of innocent fun would descend into a nightmare. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the girls gathered in Emily's dorm room. Excitement filled the air as they exchanged ghost stories and shared nervous laughter. Sarah, always one to embrace the macabre, suggested they visit the abandoned sanatorium on the outskirts of town. Despite some initial hesitation, the girls eventually agreed, eager for an adrenaline rush. Guided by a faint moonlight, they ventured into the eerie darkness, their hearts pounding in unison. They explored the dilapidated hallways, their footsteps echoing through the abandoned corridors. Unbeknownst to them, a lurking presence shadowed their every move. Sarah, the instigator of their nocturnal adventure, wore a sinister smile that betrayed her true intentions. She had always been drawn to the dark and twisted, harboring a secret darkness within her soul. As they entered a dimly lit room, a creaking sound shattered the silence. Panic set in, and the girls realized they were not alone. The flickering light revealed a figure lurking in the shadows. Emily and Lily froze, terror coursing through their veins, while Sarah stood motionless, her eyes reflecting a sinister gleam. Emily's instinct screamed danger, and she mustered the courage to break free from the paralyzing fear. She grabbed Lily's hand, and together they dashed towards the exit. Their desperate cries filled the air, but their pleas for help were swallowed by the cold night. The chase ensued through the decaying corridors, Sarah hot on their heels. Emily and Lily ran as if their lives depended on it, their hearts pounding with adrenaline. They reached the exit, the pale moonlight guiding their way to safety. Just as they thought they were in the clear, a deafening scream echoed behind them. They turned to see Sarah, her eyes vacant and filled with a chilling madness. In her hand, a blood-stained knife gleamed under the moon's cold light. Terrified and breathless, Emily and Lily raced towards campus security. The nightmarish events unfolded in a blur, and as they recounted their tale, the campus was engulfed in chaos. The police arrived, scouring the abandoned sanatorium for any trace of Sarah. Days turned into weeks, and the campus slowly recovered from the traumatic incident. Emily and Lily found solace in each other, their bond strengthened by their shared ordeal. They attended therapy sessions to heal the scars left by that fateful night, finding strength in the resilience of their friendship. But deep down, they knew the horrors they had witnessed would forever haunt their dreams. They could never erase the image of Sarah's vacant eyes, nor the sound of her maniacal laughter echoing through the sanatorium's halls. As for Sarah, she vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions and shattered lives. The truth behind her descent into madness remained a mystery, buried within the shadows of her troubled mind. The sleepover that was meant to be a night of laughter and new beginnings became a chilling tale of survival. Emily and Lily clung to each other, forever bound by the trauma they endured, haunted by the knowledge that one of their closest friends was capable of unspeakable darkness. And in the depths of the night, as they closed their eyes, they wondered if they would ever truly find peace from the horrors that unfolded on that fateful night. Silent night. The wind howled outside as dark clouds obscured the moon, casting an eerie shadow over the small town. Inside a cozy suburban home, 5 friends gathered for a sleepover, oblivious to the horrors that awaited them. As laughter and excitement filled the air, they huddled together in the living room surrounded by flickering candles. Lisa, the fearless leader of the group, regaled them with tales of local urban legends. Little did they know that their night of harmless fun was about to take a terrifying turn. Suddenly, the radio crackled with breaking news. "A crazed lunatic murderer has escaped from the nearby prison," a reporter's voice echoed through the room. The friends exchanged nervous glances as fear settled in their hearts. Lisa tried to alleviate their concerns, assuring them that they were safe inside her house. Hours passed, and their laughter gradually turned into weary yawns. The once lively living room now lay shrouded in silence, each friend dozing off one by one. But unbeknownst to them, The murderer had found refuge in the shadows outside, meticulously planning his next move. The friends' dreams were abruptly shattered by a loud crash, sending them jolting upright. Their eyes widened in terror as they realized that the crazed lunatic had broken into the house. Panic seized their hearts as they scrambled to find a place to hide. Emma and Alex darted into the basement, desperately attempting to muffle their frightened sobs. Meanwhile, Lisa, Mark, and Sarah barricaded themselves in the master bedroom, praying for their lives. Footsteps echoed through the hallway, each one drawing nearer to their hiding spots. The murderer's deranged laughter echoed through the house, instilling pure dread into the hearts of the trapped friends. The tension grew unbearable as the door creaked open, revealing the twisted face of their tormentor. Lisa, always the brave one, stepped forward to confront the murderer, but her courage proved futile against his wicked strength. With a swift and merciless stroke, the murderer plunged a gleaming blade into Lisa's chest, extinguishing her vibrant spirit. Sarah's screams echoed through the room, but her pleas for mercy fell on deaf ears. The murderer's grip tightened around her throat, suffocating her fragile breaths. Her lifeless body crumpled to the floor, leaving Mark as the sole witness to this horrifying scene. Fear consumed Mark's entire being, yet he knew he had to survive. Desperation drove him to crawl underneath the bed, praying that the murderer wouldn't find him. The room grew deathly quiet, and Mark strained to hear any sign of his pursuer's departure. Minutes passed, feeling like an eternity, until the murderer's heavy footsteps finally faded into the distance. Mark cautiously emerged from his hiding place, his heart pounding in his chest. He mustered every ounce of courage left and made his way to the basement where he hoped to find Emma and Alex. With trembling hands, Mark pushed open the basement door, only to find Emma huddled in a corner, her tear-stained face filled with relief. Alex, however, was nowhere to be found. The realization struck them both that their friend had met a grisly fate. Determined to escape, Mark and Emma ventured into the night, desperately seeking help. Their breaths came in ragged gasps as they ran through the darkness, their eyes darting in every direction, haunted by the memories of their fallen friends. They eventually stumbled upon a nearby neighbor's house, frantically banging on the door. Their cries for help were answered by a terrified homeowner who promptly called the authorities. The nightmare had come to an end, but the scars would forever mar the survivors' souls. The town mourned the loss of the young lives that had been taken that fateful night, forever haunted by the darkness that lurked beneath their peaceful facade. The sleepover turned into a horrifying tale, a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the evil that can be unleashed upon the unsuspecting.